Welcome, everybody. Let's see. I hope everybody's doing well on their journey. I don't know if we will get through all signs. I'm kind of like in breaking them apart. They are in random order today by the luck and roll of the dice. I had a little system that I implemented and went from there. Okay, Scorpio, you're first. You came in at number 7. Lucky number 7, Scorpio. Let me find. I have pre-channeled messages. If I can find them. Scorpio, this is a lucky time for you, okay? The 7th will be significant for you. You could be a life path number 7, okay? My private readings are open if you would like to purchase one. There is a number that you can text. I will only respond to messages pertaining readings. Any mundane chatter or pleasantries will be blocked, okay? So, Scorpio, the truth always leaves footprints. Things revealed over time. Energy always tells on itself. Patterns tell on people. Behavior tells on people. And truth doesn't need to scream. It just keeps leaving tracks. So I was also getting some dates here for you. March 28th through April 1st, okay? You may want to come back to this reading then, okay? Right, April Fools, okay? Mystic Martian. Okay, so they're wanting me to use the Mystic Martian deck. Somebody's name could be Margot or Margaret. You could be getting told a lot here lately that you favor somebody or, right, you basically look like somebody that I used to know. You could have a very photogenic face, the symmetry in your face. Take it how it resonates, right? But people grab, okay, for comparison, okay, they retrieve from their own memory, okay, whether that be unresolved things from the past, whatever, okay, they draw lines of comparison and or, right, they're searching their department, okay, their compartment of the psyche, looking for similarities. You are the Death card. I've talked about this before. The Death card usually holds up a mirror, okay, a reflection, especially when you're not ego-led, okay, in the projections, okay, people, you will reveal to people, okay, things about themselves. The becoming no one, you may want to take a gander at that reading, okay? But yeah, the patterns, okay, the system that I worked out for today's reading, okay, you could be creating a system, you could be stabilizing a system, okay, or you're watching a system finally start to stabilize, okay. You could be an excellent pattern reader, okay. This could be a pattern of yours being revealed to you, okay, and or somebody else's. I'm hearing you could set a watch to this person, or perhaps this is you. Perhaps you're moving more with purpose in this world, or you're being more purposeful about what you give your energy to. Yeah, somebody's behavior, okay, definitely is going to tell on itself, okay. Who I'm talking to, you know why people do things, you know why they act the way they do, you know that the emotion or the things that they say 9 times out of 10 is the one that isn't the one that they are feeling, okay. Patterns. Energy always tells on itself. I'm also seeing, you could be an artist, but I'm also seeing the scream. The truth always leaves footprints. I'm also hearing footprints in the sand. Okay, I walk before you. Yeah, you see somebody's patterning because you've already walked this patterning, okay? Somebody could be following in your footsteps, and or somebody is quite literally following you, okay? You could be on social media, but somebody is watching you. Also, what I'm getting is somebody, okay, for some of you, somebody wants to take you on vacation, but they don't know exactly what it is that you're into, or perhaps you're planning a vacation as well. Scorpio, from now, the next 6 months, okay, you're going to start receiving blessings, okay, gifts out of thin air, things that you don't expect, okay, things that you don't expect, all right. I'm hearing 'tis the season. All right. Energy for Scorpio. I'm hearing the name Brantley. You could be going to a concert. Pisces. Neptune. In the 5th house. Ooh. Okay, so Mars, the transit, okay. This transit of Mars is affecting your 5th house. You're going to notice the patterning. You're going to notice that you are highly magnetic at this time. Okay, you could start really feeling yourself. Okay, yeah. You could be being told that you are a bright light, okay, but you are illuminating. And I did say something here about a reflection, okay. You're very magnetic, okay. The mysteries. This is giving me the High Priestess card. And the illusions. Okay. The mysteries of life. The energy. You could be creating something on the sneak as well. Okay. Illumination also of consciousness, the 5th house here. You're going to see past some sort of guys here, okay, and straight into somebody else's heart, okay, the heart of the matter. Somebody could give you a gift, and right, it's going to, they're going to pretend like it's just a small offering, okay, but it means more to them than you actually think it does. They put more thought into whatever this is than what they are letting on, okay? And since we said patterning here, we're going to use the Mystic Martian deck, Alchemy, and MIB, Stalking, I told you. Shuffling for Scorpio. Don't forget to hit that like button. It is greatly appreciated. I see 874 people right now in the room and only 3 likes. This reading will go straight to members after I'm finished with it, if the likes don't come up. The Galactic Federation, collaboration, meetings, and community. You have a this person, like I said, okay, somebody wants to collaborate with you, okay? You could be networking. This could be some sort of social group here as well. And the Tau Cetians, resilient, bold, and sassy. If you, okay, somebody sees you for a perfect role that they have for you. This could be about work, but I'm seeing you, whatever this is for you, okay, networking. For some of you guys, this will be locally, okay? Evens, mystery, reading between the lines, intuition, yeah, you know. Visions, manifesting, meditation, third eye. Like I said, energy doesn't lie. Okay. You are seeing patterns. You are able to read energy. Okay. Really fucking quick. Some of you guys could be channelers. Okay. An air element, philosophy, discrimination, empathy. All right. Okay. So I have a side note here. If this is some kind of work or a job thing, okay, because you float like a butterfly, okay, and you don't really engulf yourself, okay, they don't know, somebody here doesn't know what category to put you in, okay, and because you cannot be swayed, you cannot be bought, basically, you have somebody here, in other words, what I'm trying to say, somebody is seeing you, all right? They are seeing you clearly, okay? And, yeah, somebody here is taking up for you in some sort of environment. That is a side note. So, today I have 3 decks here that I put together, and I separated all of them, okay? Scorpio, which is interesting, right? We have the Ace of Swords, clarity and truth, new ideas, victory and triumph, period. And the Star, hope, healing, inspiration and faith, positivity and wish. And you have something here, okay, that you were manifesting, okay, that's going to come to fruition, all right? And this came through for you before. You are going to get inspired, okay, by something that you've already put out there, okay? Yeah, you are going to get inspired. This could be somebody else being inspired by you as well. 4 of Pentacles, possessiveness, boundaries, and limits. You could have put boundaries up, okay? Yeah. Somebody's also possessive over your energy in the Queen of Cups. Compassion, warmth, healer, intuition, supportive. Okay, so your intuition's being magnified at this time. Like I said, energy does not lie, okay? And it leaves tracks. So somebody was acting a certain way, all right? They were saying a certain thing, and none of those things, as you know, added up to what it was that they were actually feeling at the time in their heart space, okay? The 5th house is Leo, it's the heart. So getting down to the heart of the matter, okay? And it leaves tracks. Somebody's also hinting to you as well, okay? So That's what I got for you, Scorpio. I'm hearing hint, hint, wink, wink, right? A week from now. Also, the 7th, right? If you're viewing this today is the 5th. The 7th is in 2 days, okay? Which will be Friday, okay? Friday is Venus ruled, okay? Love, abundance, embodiment, okay? Things that are tangible, okay? Art, beauty. Give me a second. All right, Capricorn, you're next. The 1st. You may want to watch Scorpio's reading with the 1st there, okay? Mark the 1st. Come back to this reading on the 1st. Okay, you're starting to put yourself first is what I'm also getting. Okay, you could be dealing with Aries energy, and I do believe in a prior transmission that I told you to be looking out for Aries right now, because your ruler is in Aries. Yeah, Capricorn. What you water will eventually grow. Simple, but opens a lot of doors, okay? Simplicity is your best friend right now, okay? Being simple, okay? Not clinging to any outcomes, not overly doing something, okay? Simplicity will open a lot of doors for you. Shifting attention to cultivate something new, okay? Your thoughts create things, and what you obsessively think about, okay, plants a seed, okay, whether that seed ends up growing or it doesn't, whether one gives it the proper nutrients and environment to grow or blossom is another thing. And if this is talking about a person, okay, there's that free will thing, okay? So attention to cultivate something new. Growth is slow and deliberate and built through repetition. And remember when I said up at the top here, okay, simplicity, okay, not overdoing something. Capricorn, you, if you're not working, you feel like something's, you're not doing enough. Okay, I'm really picking up that I'm talking to a Capricorn rising, okay, or a moon, okay. And that's not the case, okay. Overdoing something is not having faith, okay. Overdoing something, pushing harder past your limits or past somebody else's limits isn't going to make it come to you faster, okay. So yeah, growth is slow and deliberate and built through repetition. I was also getting Mary, quite contrary. How does your garden grow? Somebody's name could be Mary. I'm also seeing marigolds here. Okay, so on the contrary, you don't have to work hard. You really don't. Okay, whether this be physical, whether this be mental, okay, whether this be emotionally, okay. Really, all you have to do is be, okay, and the right things you will attract. It's about resonance, frequency, vibration, okay, and where you're standing at with the self, okay. You don't have to work hard, okay, you don't. So, on the contrary, so you are learning, my dear, how to loosen your grip, okay, how to plant a seed. Okay, yes, you do have to give it love, attention, time, okay, time. This is about your patience, okay, and letting the seed do seed things, letting it germinate, letting it possibly propagate, okay, but it has to be sound and rooted in oneself first before propagation can begin, before it can germinate, and what's the word I'm looking for here? Kind of like a chart here, okay? The genetics of something, okay? So if you have a red rose, okay, and you cross-pollinate it with a white rose, okay, how many red roses would you get? How many white ones? Or would there possibly be a pink one here? Variation, okay? Variables. All right, there's some variables here happening for you, okay? Yeah, I see. So Capricorn, 9th house, Sagittarius. All right, so you're learning this, okay? You're learning to cultivate patience and let go of the outcome, okay? You had a spark, okay? Or you're about to get a spark of inspiration or an idea, okay? And you are going to plant a seed, okay? Your job here is to give the seed everything that it needs to be healthy, to grow, okay? To root. And and whether or not it grows, it expands, all right, is depending on the amount of nutrients you have given it. So we have Sagittarius here, and we have the South Node, and Sagittarius is card number 14. It is the Temperance Angel, okay? You are learning to balance your life, okay? Just like a balanced meal, okay? If you don't have a balanced meal, you can't possibly have the nutrients or the sub-nutrients, okay, that your body needs. I'm hearing phosphorus. Somebody's low on phosphorus, okay? Or possibly your soil isn't at a neutral 7. Go watch the Scorpio reading. Your soil here isn't at a neutral 7. Maybe it's too high in phosphorus and it is burning up the leaves to the plant, okay? Maybe your approach is too acidic, okay, and you need a little bit more alkaline. Or maybe it is a little too alkaline and you need more acid, okay? The feminine is acidic and male is alkaline, okay? You need the right charge. You need the right environment, okay? You need balance here. So, yeah, patience, okay? 1 foot on the land, 1 foot in the water. Check your 6th and your 12th houses, okay, which are about your physical health and your spiritual health, okay? So, yeah. Mary, Mary, quite contrary. How does your garden grow? Marigolds, aren't they mostly a fall plant? No, they could be summer. Okay, summer, between summer and fall. Okay. Capricorn. Wish granted. Greet it with gratitude. Act with purpose. Let your success inspire others. Don't be complacent. Okay. I'm seeing this as your inspiration can grow, okay? And in return, you're planting a seed to inspire somebody else. Embrace the elements. Enjoy rain, wind, and sun. Let nature's rhythms soothe your soul. And like I said, elementary, my dear Capricorn, elementary, the balance there, okay? Uniqueness. Celebrate what makes you different. Break free from the chains of societal norms. This is about you being comfortable as well in your own sexuality, okay? what you're wanting to do here, okay, this idea that you have, or it is taboo, okay? It's taboo. It's not your everyday run-of-the-mill type thing here, okay? And in order for you to get this, you're going to have to stand in it unapologetically, okay? If you hide a seed and you keep it in the darkness without that sun for too long, it will not grow. Don't forget to hit that like button, Capricorn. It is greatly appreciated. If you would like to purchase a reading, okay, the number is in the bio, and I will also link it in the comments, okay? Pisces, you could need to go to the dentist, okay? All right, something about your dentin. Give me a second here. Let me cut these commercials off. Alright. We were listening to Enya, but it is being overridden with commercials, and I don't feel like doing that, so we're just going to cut it the fuck off. Cut it the fuck off. Just like I didn't feel like, right? Pisces, you could be cutting off the noise, all right? Pisces, you're not saying something unless it needs to be said, okay? Speak when spoken to, okay? If something doesn't deserve a response from you, you're not giving it. You're not giving it. Not everything that falls apart is meant to be fixed. The second will be significant for you. Okay, come back to this reading on the 2nd. I'm also hearing come back to it on the 2nd week of March. Okay, not everything, yeah, this is going along with your channeled messages, period. Not everything that falls apart is meant to be fixed. I was also getting that song by, who is it? I fall apart. Yeah. Left me with a broken heart. Now there's too many thoughts running through my brain, and you're taking this shot like it's Novocaine. Somebody here needs to go to the dentist, okay? Or you already have an appointment, okay? Maybe you have that. Maybe you'll be watching this with a mouthful of Novocaine, okay? And you'll be like, with a, yeah. All right, the lip. Something here about the lip, the teeth, and the speaking, okay? Yeah, all right, so sometimes something breaks because its job is finished, okay? Something in your life looks like it's breaking apart, but are you meant to repair it? Or, I'm also seeing somebody love and light, their tooth broke, okay, so let's go back to the beginning. Something in your life looks like it's breaking apart, but are you meant to repair it? Or let the tide carry it away. I was hearing the tides of March, okay, and that is a quote, right? The Ides of March. A seer tells Caesar, beware of the Ides of March, and yeah, he gets assassinated, right? Somebody could be trying to assassinate your character, right? And you don't care, right? It has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with them, okay? Yeah. Speak when spoken to. And that is March 15th. Mark that day. Remember I said 2 weeks, the 2nd week of March. Yeah, the Ides of March. Pisces, okay, that energy. We are in Pisces season. Happy birthday to my Pisces. And the March 15th, okay? 15 in tarot is Capricorn energy, and 15 in degrees is Gemini energy. You could be dealing with either of those signs, okay? But water, air, earth, a chain reaction. So there is going to be an unfoldment of events here for you. A chain reaction, okay? Somebody could be allergic to Novocaine, side note. So we have the South Node. the 5th house, Leo energy, and Libra. Partnerships, okay? South Node. The Ides of March. All right. I just got a very specific message. All right. Somebody could accuse you of, okay, say you used to have an addiction or something like this, or the mouth issue, okay, that you were on drugs and this is because of drugs, okay, and the assassination on your character, okay. That'll be a very specific message here, okay. And if so, this person is about to get their so-called deepest, darkest, okay, exposed. All right, that'll be very specific, but beware of the Ides of March, okay. And you're being asked right now to not get involved in this, all right, and let karma do its thing, okay. Let the universe take care of this, okay. This could they're gonna try to trigger an ego response out of you, okay. But let this person be. Let it be, okay. I want to look that up for you. 1:55 on the clock, right? 15. Yeah, I'm seeing you, right, loading a response. I'm seeing you having to use restraint here, okay? Somebody could have Caesar complex, right? Big ego. And it's going to be, I'm hearing poetic justice, okay? So, advising the Roman dictator of his assassination on March 15th, 44 BC. Somebody could be 44 years old. Historically, Caesar, you could be seeing 444, ignored the seer's warning and others, resulting in his stabbing by senators on the date. This is going to be political, okay? Oh, I said Gemini too. Okay, let me make me a side note. Also, with this going on, go watch the Cancer reading, okay? Yeah, 10 days, daylight savings time, the 8th. Go watch the Cancer reading, okay? On the 8th. Anyway, in the Roman calendar, the Ides fell around the 15th of March, May, July, and October, or the 13th of other months, marking the full moon. Including Brutus and Cassius, to stop his rise as dictator for life. Yeah, some kind of dictator in your life, okay, is going to be stopped in their tracks because their own ego is about to get smashed, okay? Pisces, this is an interesting reading. I'm hearing Richard, okay? Every time I hear that name, I always think of Dick, right? This will happen at nighttime for you. Or overnight. It will be like an overnight. I have not destroyed property belonging to goddesses. Okay, and I'm seeing this as the assassination of character, okay? Pisces. Also interesting here is that Capricorn rules the bones and the teeth, okay? The skeletal structure. Perhaps they are not stars, but openings in heaven. An opening. What's this opening? Okay, I'm also seeing this opening as the contents of this person's mental process be exposed, okay? What is this opening? Side piece, flirting with others, the other woman, secret hookup. Ooh, okay. Somebody's infidelities may get exposed, okay? Pursuit, chasing, persistence, hunting down, resilient. All right. Somebody's looking for this person, okay? Whoever this is for you, okay? And their whole existence is about to be exposed, okay? Escape, avoiding, blocking, pushing away, hiding. Yeah, this person has been hiding this for a long time, okay? And their own shortcomings are going to be exposed, okay? So let the universe, okay, whoever, okay, let the energy reveal itself, all right? Let the energy take care of itself. Let the trash take itself out, okay? Yeah. Person's gonna have their own mess, okay? Period. All right. Libra. Libra. Don't forget to hit that like button. On your way in, Libra. I'm hearing something about a saber-tooth tiger. Okay, you could be going to like a natural history museum or something like this. You may want to go watch the Pisces reading as well. Okay, you could be taking your kid there. You could be wearing a dinosaur shirt. Okay, Libra. Yeah, all right, Libra. Go back to. You could be dealing with a Leo as well, but ignore the signs. Okay, go watch the Noah reading when you fell asleep and you can't find Noah. Okay. Why do I say that? Because of the prehistoric connotation. I got that reading. Okay, the start of that reading came from a shirt, and it had a T-Rex on it, poking fun at so-called evolution, right? And it said, when you fell asleep and you can't find Noah on the shirt. Okay, so the third, all right, you could be dealing with a Gemini with 3 here, okay? But what's been quiet is about to, yeah, go watch your recent reading that I did as well, okay? Locked in a panic room, okay? Yeah. What's been quiet is about to get a voice. Conversations that restore equilibrium. The Aries reading that I did, this conversation has been conscious laden for some time. Conversations kill, right? Go watch that reading. Aries is your polarity. This could be you as well, okay? So and the reading Sagittarius. Speak to what's unspoken, even if it makes no logical sense, right? It doesn't make sense because this is about emotion, okay, and intuition. Something that has been sitting in the background will finally be spoken and acknowledged. Gonna get some energies for Sag, Libra, okay, Aquarius. We have Mars here. Scorpio, Aries, just like I said, in the 9th house, Sagittarius. I knew I felt Sag. Okay. Speak to what's unspoken, even if it makes no, ooh, my right ear is ringing. I'm hearing Jeremiah. Jeremiah was a bullfrog, was a good friend of mine. Dun 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 dun. But he surely was a friend of mine. This is a friend of yours. Okay. This is a friend of yours. Aquarius also rules the social groupings here. Okay. But this is a friendship. This started out as a friendship, and this came through in your other reading here. I'm seeing ally. Okay. ALLY. Or Allie. Somebody's name could be Allie, Alexandria, Alexander, Alexander Graham Bell. This is going to be over the phone, okay? I'm seeing, okay, they're showing me a moon. They're showing me the yin and the yang, okay? It was half, okay, dark on the left side. And illuminated on the right side. Okay. What is this? A waning moon? Yeah, a waning moon. And then it shifted, okay, to the yin and the yang. This is about your polarity. This is about your polarity. You could also get, your cousin could reach out to you as well. Okay. So we're going to use this. The yin and the yang, right? Yin yang in this thing. Somebody's name's John. This friendship is growing into something more. Ooh-wee. All right. So we have detachment and cold. And closed off, guarded, resistance. 'Cause I can't fight this feeling anymore. Yeah. It doesn't matter, okay? It don't matter. You can put them glasses on all you want to, or this person can, okay? Somebody could wear glasses, right, so that you don't see their eyes, but this is giving me Romeo and Juliet when they're standing on the other end of the aquarium, okay, and they're seeing their reflection in the other. This person has been limited, or the interactions has been limited because this person is scared, or you, that they're going to give it away. Third eye, clarity. Yeah. Integration, union, right? Yin yang. Yin yang. Libra. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it do. Okay. Something has been sitting in the background will finally be spoken and acknowledged. Okay. What's going to be acknowledged here, okay, is because there's something more. Yeah. And this integration, okay. The seeing each other's reflection. What was shown here, okay, is really what I want to see, okay? Self-expression, expressing oneself through words or actions. External validation, basing self-worth on approval and praise. somebody here, okay, has been, has been fishing for compliments, okay, and or they've been over complimenting the other, in hopes that the other one, right, would start doing it as well, okay. And this has been brought to whoever was doing this as attention, okay, and which is why the distance is here, okay, because it made them feel awkward, okay. Somebody else started doing this as well, okay, the mirroring, and yeah, it made them feel funny, okay, so they retreated, okay. Yeah, this person's been seeking and probing the other one to validate these feelings, okay? And the other person isn't feeding into it, possibly, and or they started doing it back, and this person seen their own behavior through the lens of the other. And so the only real thing to do here now, okay, is just to talk about it, all right, is just to let it be out in the open, all right, because the shit's getting awkward. Self-assertion, communicating one's needs and desires clearly, and the desire here is to have something more, okay. Yeah, this shit got real awkward, didn't it? Yep. I'm also hearing the name Kelsey, Cadence. Yeah, something here is getting real fucking awkward, isn't it? Let's see. I like using this deck during retrogrades, and we are in Mercury retrograde, so anything that, you know, was not said, okay, that needs to be said, that should have been said, or, right, unexpressed emotions don't dissipate, all right, they just set in the field, all right, and they start pestering. They start knocking on the door, okay, knocking of the door to one's own psyche, and they start spilling outward, okay, and then they start getting projected to the other person. So yeah, anyway, someone is in the middle, someone is trying to sabotage this, and somebody's friend here was standing in the this is like a third party, or not like in a sexual sense, but standing in the middle. Somebody here gave a fuck about a friend here said something, all right, and they got in the middle, okay, they got in the middle, okay, somebody's unconscious ass friend, all right, got in the middle of this, air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, period, like I told you. Yeah, somebody was too much in their head, okay, and they got advice from somebody here, and or what I'm really getting here is somebody doesn't fit the social norms of this group, or whoever the fuck it is, and or this person's friend had something to lose. Somebody was benefiting from having access to this person all the time, okay. Somebody didn't want to lose their fucking friend, basically, is what I'm trying to say. And we have intimacy coming in here as well, okay, sexual chemistry, reminiscent. Anyway, the 14th, okay, the 14th, what did I say for you? The 3rd. I'm seeing that as Gemini energy, right? The 14th, anywhere between the 14th and the 3rd week out, okay? It's what I'm seeing for you, Leaves, okay? Don't forget to hit that like button. It's greatly appreciated, and it really does help out the channel, okay? If you're looking for a personal reading, the number is in the bio, okay? Yeah, that was a cute reading, Libra, okay? Yep. Ask not what you can do for me. Yeah, but it is what they could do for them, what they were offering, okay? And this other person, this friend, okay, they don't want to be alone, okay? They don't want to lose a wing, she, he, they, it, him, and them, okay? Yeah. Because then they have to set with their own thoughts. And that's scary, okay? That's scary to most people. Listen, we swim daily. I'm hearing the name Travis. I'm also hearing the name Tarika. Somebody, if your name is Travis, okay? Somebody calls you Trevor, a trapeze, swing in motion, okay? Something's in motion here, okay? Momentum. Yeah, it's funny because I'm gonna have to do a process of elimination for this one because I didn't write the sign. Interesting. Gemini, you came through heavy in Libra's reading. So 11, I'm hearing check your 11th house, that Aquarius, okay? Check your 11th house. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, okay? Or, yeah, this is about community, okay? So the mask slipped and now you can't unsee it. Something subtle becomes obvious. Your brain starts connecting dots like a constellation in the night sky. Once you see it, you can't go back to the old story, okay? You can't go back to the old narrative, okay? Never be the same. Yeah. What's that song? Also, there's a Gemini reading called The Greatest Story Ever Told, and you're being guided to go watch that, okay? You could be rewriting your story, okay? But there's a narrative here that is changing, okay? Never be the same. I think that song is by Incubus. My TV just popped there. Pardon me while I burst. And we did have Constellation come out in your channeled messages. Okay. Yeah, supernova. Okay, something's going supernova. Alright. This could be your own consciousness, okay, your own expanding out of a narrative, okay, something doesn't add up here, okay, this could be about, this is about your own truth, okay, and, or it could be somebody, their truth, okay, or possibly, their lips, it's like lip syncing, the lips don't match the fucking music, or the beat, the tempo, something here, you could catch a glitch in the matrix. All right, somebody may be glitching around you. Okay, so go back to 10 years ago, okay? The narrative, all right, you've changed a lot, okay? Something's coming back around for you from 10 years ago, okay? It doesn't have to be the same person, okay? It could be the same lesson wrapped in a different meat suit, okay? But something here is coming back for you, to you, from 10 years ago. Something is boomeranging from a decade ago and coming back to your awareness. So a decade ago, I never thought I would be at 23 on the verge of spontaneous combustion. Woe is me. Okay. This was a sad time or something like this for you. You could have been in this cycle since you were 23? Okay, 23 and me. This is giving me an inherited, okay, an inherited story, all right, as well. So, but I guess that it comes with the territory, an ominous landscape of never-ending calamity. I need you to hear, I need you to see that I have had all I can take, and exploding seems like a definite possibility to me. Ooh, so pardon me while I burst into the flames. The Scorpio reading, the flames in your eyes are leading others out of darkness. We'll go with this. And she's just a girl and she's on fire. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, somebody's name's Alicia. But yeah, so pardon me while I burst into flames. I've had enough of the world and its people's mindless games. That glitch in the matrix. Okay, you're gonna catch on to some sort of fucking game here. Alright. I'm hearing mind games. So pardon me while I burn and rise above the flame. The phoenix, baby. Pardon me, I'll never be the same. So this patterning, this thing is coming back from around from 10 years ago. Okay, but the only thing that's different here is your awareness. You're hip to the shit now. All right, yeah, you see it now. Okay, you're gonna see it. You are gonna see it. Okay, and it's not gonna have anything to attach to because yeah, it's just gonna look like a fucking. It's gonna look like I'm hearing tiddlywinks. Somebody's playing tiddlywinks, okay, while you're over there playing a game of chess, okay? The game of life. Lord, tiddlywinks. I'm also hearing the elephant show, the Skinnamarink, Dinky Dink, Skinnamarink Doo. I love you. I'm also hearing I still love you. So anyway, tiddlywinks, what is this? Strategic tabletop game where players use a large disc called a squidger to propel smaller discs or winks into a central pot. Originating in Victorian England in 1889. Somebody could be born in 1989, okay? It evolved from a parlor game into a competitive tactical sport, often played in pairs, involved techniques like squapping, covering opponents' winks. Somebody likes cornhole, okay? This is what it looks like. Yeah, you've graduated to the adult game of life, okay? This person is still, whatever the situation is for you, yeah, I see it. Somebody could be 6'3", all right? But I see it. The reason why this isn't going to work for you is because 222 on the clock, you could be seeing 222, is because this person, or this, whatever this is, all right, they're still the same age, mentally, the stunted growth as where they were, okay? Yeah, they haven't grown, okay? Wherever their stunted growth, lack of development, okay? Wherever this traumatic experience, or wherever, you know, you could have known this person in high school for all I know, okay? And they're still going to be the exact same, okay? Their emotional growth, the mental, this person's stunted, okay? And you have grown and they have not, all right? And you're going to take this person's queen, all right, period, all right? If you're in another relationship or something like this, the reason why this person is coming back in is because you were the one that so-called got away, or you were their high school flame, and or it's because they feel you energetically moving on. So yeah, it's gonna be awkward, okay? You're going to feel embarrassment for this person. I'm not saying that you get embarrassed, but I'm saying that you're gonna feel embarrassment for this person. Who is this person? 4th house, Cancer, Gemini, and Neptune. I did say Aquarius energy. The emotional. The 4th house is about your roots, the emotions, okay? The subconscious mind. Gemini is the thoughts, communication, okay? This person, the shit that they say, they like to throw your emotions, okay? They like to take you for a ride. And the illusion, right? The mask slipping. Shuffling for Gemini. King of Wands. Leadership envisions bold and daring. Big ego and optimism. You're going to see straight past this ego. You could be dealing, you know, this could be a fire sign, Gemini, or Libra. Listen, Gemini and Libra came out instantly. But this could be a Leo, a Sag, Aries, okay? But, yeah. Big ego. I'm hearing big ego, little dick. All right. Big ego, little beak. Somebody has a crooked one. The Hanged Man. Go watch the Pisces reading, okay, that I just did. Okay. Yeah, because the big ego, right? The Caesar. Sacrifice and waiting. Perspective. Lack of direction. And this person, okay, they didn't know where this person didn't know where they were going. They were wandering around aimlessly. And I'm also seeing that aimlessly as the little beak poking it, aiming it aimlessly. All right. They like to pretend to take charge, okay? But this person was led by their fire, okay? Yeah. They definitely have no leadership capabilities, okay? And if they were to lead, they would lead everybody off of the fucking cliff, okay? And now that you are in a leadership role, okay, or you've taken leadership back over your own narrative, okay, this person wants to know if they can come back in and override what it is that you already know and you're doing for self, okay? And we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Devil here. This person knows that you're caring or generous, okay? This person wants to play on your nurturing abilities, okay? Good business sense. This could be about work as well. And the Devil, obsession, addiction, toxicity, excess, codependency. This was whatever this was for you, it was very codependent, okay, to the point where it drained you, all right? It mostly drained your emotions, okay? And it took over your thoughts. It gave you no peace, okay? Think back to 10 years ago, okay? That's how you'll know what this is for you. All right, let me get you some advice here. Can I get some initials on this person? We literally have FQ. I'm hearing fuck you. All right. FOP. Oh, listen, literally. K. FOK, QP. This person could have been in the, what do they call that? The illegal pharmacy business, okay? Or they're a pothead or stoner or something, right? A stony, which would make sense with that Neptunian energy, okay? Neptune rules illusions and addictions as well, okay? Anything else from here? Yeah, this shit was very foggy. L. X. U. Yeah. Fuck you. I'm literally hearing that. This person could be a cop. Somebody has pock marks, okay? Maybe this person had chicken pox, or you do. I'm also hearing foul, okay? And that foul is also giving me the beak in that card, okay? Somebody could have chickens or something like that. A faux pas. Yeah, there's going to be a wrench in this person's plans. You could be taking a flight. I'm also getting something here about LAX. Somebody, Calvin, Cal State. What is this? Colloquial. That's so funny. Colloquial. Period. Colloquial. Used in ordinary or familiar conversation, not formal or literary. Colloquial in everyday language. It refers to informal everyday words and phrases used in casual conversation, often specific to a region or social group, making writing more natural but unsuitable for formal settings. Examples including regionalisms like y'all, slang like cool, and common informal phrases such as what's up or gonna. Differing from formal language by prioritizing conversational flow over strict grammar. And I don't know about you, Gemini, but fuck you is pretty fucking universal. So that's what I got for you. Don't forget to hit that like button, Gemini. It is greatly appreciated. It does help out the channel. Okay. Yeah. So Sagittarius, the 4th. Will be significant for you. April is going to be a huge month for you. Okay. Yeah. You could be going through an expansion of home cycle. Okay. That'll be for somebody there. But Jupiter is going direct in Cancer. Okay, your ruling planet has been retrograde in the 4th house of Cancer. You could be dealing with those themes. Okay, the 4th house, the subconscious, the psyche, your roots, the house of the mother, dreams, your foundation. Yeah, you've been trying to build a foundation. Okay. Ooh, okay. You went back to heal a foundation. You went back to repair a foundation. Okay. Yeah, you've just healed something from your childhood. Congratulations. Okay. Let's get some energies for you. Or you've gotten to the root of something. Okay. The moon. I love it. That's that 4th house. The 2nd house, right? Your stability. Taurus energy. Check your 2nd house, okay? I'm interested to know that. Okay. some of you guys are, you could have Scorpio. Okay. Some of you guys inherited a house, okay? And or you inherited this thing, this trauma at the root, okay? From the mother's line. Also, Taurus and Scorpio are polarities. You could have a Taurus moon or a Scorpio moon. Okay, you could have Scorpio in the second house as well, or Cancer in the second house. Okay, but both of these, all these are all feminine energies here. You've healed something from the maternal line. Okay. Okay, this will be very specific. Okay, you've gotten to the root of a sexual tendency of yours as well. All right, the door you thought was the water containers, the genitals, and the physical throat. You just had a hard conversation as well, okay? Or if you haven't, okay, it is building pressure, okay, at the throat. This could be with your mom. All right, the door you thought was locked was never actually closed. Okay, the reading that I did, it's called At 1 p.m. 2 doors are locked and the other one is open and the cat is out of the bag. You could be dealing with Leo energy, okay, but the cat is out of the bag. Set a timer for 1 p.m. Go back to that reading. And also those 2 doors that you thought were locked, okay, were actually open, but you weren't ready to open them. Okay. Yeah, something you assumed was closed to you might actually be open once you walk up and try the handle. Yeah, so what's interesting here is that that reading was done quite some time ago. I want to say like over a year ago. And I have a title here of a transmission that is not ready. It's just the title, okay? And it is for you, but it is not done. So very interesting. One from the past, okay, and one that isn't fully formed. Yeah, you weren't fully formed a belief or something like this. Something wasn't fully formed enough in the past for you to walk through that door. Okay. So all right, so will you look at that? All right, will you just look at it? All right. Discovering a belief was the real gatekeeper. Okay, you're discovering that a belief of yours was the real gatekeeper, or what you thought about somebody else, what you thought, the expectations of something, how it was, whatever. Okay, your belief was standing in your own way. Okay, this is giving me a structured belief that boxed it in, and it had sharp edges and corners. Okay, it did not have, the Cancer energy, I'm seeing it, the 4th house, the foundation. Okay, I like to think of myself as I'm stable in my own body. Okay, I'm Sprite, and I'm meant to fra-la-la in a bunch of different timelines. Okay, I'm not stationary to a certain thing. Okay, I like to think of myself as somebody could drive a convertible, because I'm hearing car ain't got no roof. Okay, somebody's from New Orleans or Louisiana as well, but I liked it. My foundation's solid. Okay, and it may even have structure on the sides of it. Okay, but my roof is retractable. Yeah, anyway, so yeah, discovering a belief was the real gatekeeper. You could be gatekeeping something, all right, or somebody was gatekeeping something until you were in the right frequency to understand it. Or maybe this was already told to you, but you weren't capable of understanding, overstanding what this was for you. Okay, you could have literally ran into a gatekeeper. You could be this gatekeeper. Okay, so yeah, what's going on, Sagittarius? Yeah, they're guiding me to use this deck here. It is a new deck, and so yeah, I will get the book, the pamphlet. We'll use the pamphlet. Okay. Somebody's named Sally. Okay. You're going to get confirmation of this reading in the morning. In the morning. Okay. Listen, I cut the deck. We have Aradia, Heritage. Okay, there's that root. And it's kind of funny because this is what's depicted on the larger box, right? The title, okay? Taking something at face value, but not seeing the minuteness of it. And or, all right, I see the ability to zoom in and zoom out. Sagittarius, your signs is right, and I don't have bias. These readings were literally the roll of the dice. I set up a whole system for this so that it remained unstructured, but was structured. Yeah. Where were we going with this? Sometimes it doesn't really matter where you're going. Okay. It's about the experience. All right. I'm hearing blues traveler. Okay. Somebody's wearing blue. Okay. Or you could have the blues. You could sing the blues. All right. Blue is about truth, clarity. Okay. Throat chakra. All right, so yeah, the ability. Oh, I was saying that I always enjoy doing Sagittarius readings because it is expansive. The philosophies, and if you are new here, I really love using that as my reading style. I don't like adding too much structure to anything because it's always open for interpretation. The same reading, we got 20 people, let's say, okay, watching the reading, okay, or listening, all right, to a specific angle or arc, all right, and their interpretations and how they resonate or how they hold up. Okay, it's like holding up a mirror. Okay, and how that mirror refracts and reflects. Okay, will be individual. It will be unique to that individual. Okay, that color blue, for instance, that I was talking about, and the clarity in the throat, okay, or the wearing of the color blue. Somebody could have blue eyes. Somebody's nickname could be blue. You know, somebody could drive a blue car, okay. Somebody could be sad and right? It's the beauty of it. So anyway, spiral 5, attraction. So you're gaining new insight and awareness, okay? You went back to an old cycle, okay? And you have another cycle that's knocking at your door, okay? And yeah, you were afraid to walk through this door before because you were scared that you were going to walk through a new cycle, or through an old cycle, or you were going to repeat the same patterning, okay? But your level of consciousness, your level of awareness, okay, has changed. So therefore, yes, we never get rid of, we do walk the same spiral, okay, but that spiral doesn't always lead downward, okay? The illusion is that it spirals upward, okay? So yeah, you were scared to walk through, there's them 2 doors, right? You were scared to walk through them doors or make a decision, okay? Because you thought that you were walking yourself back into another spiral, back into another cycle, okay? And 27th cave retreat, so you retreated, okay? You closed off, okay? It made your butthole clench up is what I'm trying to say. And spider patterns. Right? Spirals, patterns, symmetry, geometry, sacred geometry. Okay, yeah, so you just didn't make any decision at all, okay? You could have literally went back to an old patterning, okay, that felt comfortable to you, okay? Because this scared you. Let me see something right quick, okay? So the moon is in Libra right now, okay? Mark March 14th, okay? March 14th. Or if you're viewing this at a later date, 9 days. 9 days. 9 would make sense, okay? And let me, this void, the next void of course moon, alright, is going to be a huge release for you, okay? Let's see. All right, you're purging out, okay? Yeah, all right, and then you will, your movement, all right? You will be able to make movement, okay? So April 1st, that came through in Scorpio's reading, okay? So March 14th through April 1st, because April 1st is the next full moon, okay? This is going to be a huge cycle for you, okay? The ending and the beginning, okay? Because I'm literally seeing a whole moon cycle here play out, okay? So, let me have one card here, and I'm gonna read it. One card for Sag, please. Don't forget to hit that like button, Sag. These are too many. Yeah. We have 13 minutes. I'm hearing Bardo, okay? So we have the High Priest, 14 Guardian, like I said. March 14th. I'm seeing this as that gatekeeper, okay? The 14th through the verse, okay? And the cauldron, the womb. And I did say you're healing something at the root level, okay? That was inherited through the mother line, okay? So, vibration, consciousness, keywords, guardianship, wisdom, guidance. So, let me see something right here. Okay. King of Cups. Wise. Period. Alright, so, Scorpio's reading, right? The mini gifts, okay? This doesn't have to be about physical gifts, okay? But for the Scorpios that I was talking to, it indeed definitely was. Okay, so on 3 separate occasions, all right, the first occasion being this bracelet, okay? You can't see it here, okay, but it is Minerva. Okay, she's a goddess of wisdom. Also, she also wears a helmet, okay? Very balanced. It's about balance, okay? The Roman goddess of wisdom, strategic warfare, arts, and trades, often identified with the Greek Athena. As a member of the Capitoline Triad, this is where it gets a little deeper, alongside Jupiter, your ruler, and Juno. She was central. I'm here in Juno, Mars. Okay. Look to see where you have the asteroid Juno. Okay. She was central to Roman state religion. She is depicted as a counselor, patron of craftsmen, and symbolized by the owl. Yeah. Wisdom, commerce, poetry, medicine, and crafts. Inventor of spinning and weaving. Remember the web. Warfare. Unlike Mars, brute force, Minerva represents strategic, intellectual, and defensive war. Yeah. So, yeah. The olive tree, a helmet, a breastplate, an aegis, and shield. The triad, okay? So, she embodies the power of the mind and intellect in both creative and tactical pursuits. So, the first instance, I got gifted this Minerva bracelet, okay? The second instance, I got gifted the necklace. It's the matching necklace, okay? And the third instance, just here recently, this was Tuesday, right, ruled by Mars. All right, so take it how it resonates, okay? But anyway, the high priest is the masculine aspect of adeptship, originating from the word presbyter, which means idler or elder. Ooh-wee, elder. That gatekeeper, that energy, okay? Ooh-wee. If this is resonating, okay, and you would like to learn more, I'm working on a transmission. I've already got it. I just have to organize it, right? The Master Teacher 33, okay, it will be going on that tier. So what has happened here, Sagittarius, is you didn't even know that you came across an elder. Yeah, this elder was hiding in plain sight. Okay, it didn't, you wouldn't have thought this person was an elder, okay? Even here, okay, the cauldron, an elder. And this elder, all right, it was holding something for you, okay? And you to the mundane aspect. It was mundane. It didn't seem significant at the time. Go watch last week's all signs reading, the Gemini. Gemini is your polarity. It seemed, maybe you did feel the gravitas of it, okay? Maybe you did. Maybe you didn't, all right? Yeah, I can speak from my own experience. Yeah, you could have even known that this person was an elder, all right? But the transference, okay, you will only get what you're ready for, okay? And sometimes you inherit it too quickly because the role has to be resumed. Sometimes one has to carry for a long time because there aren't any proper replacements, okay? So anyway, originating from the word presbyter, which means elder, it indicates someone who is versed in the ways of wisdom and authorized to perform sacred rites. In Wicca, the high priest supports the high priestess during rituals and acts as the masculine complement to the goddess or priestess where required. And this is a side note. Okay, it will always go in that order. It will always go in that order. Ooh-wee. Whose reading was that? Where I was talking about, Capricorns. Okay, the structure. Capricorn. I was talking about the acid and the alkaline. All right. The feminine is acidic. All right. Acidic, and the masculine is alkaline. And those are the two polarities of the battery, right? And it will go in that order, okay? Then it will go, let's say you're a masculine, okay? It will come from a feminine, okay? And you will pass it to a feminine, all right? And they will pass it to a masculine, so on and so forth. And the reason why that is because so that the different polarities, okay, the polarities have to be balanced and added to, okay, because if it just goes female, 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 all right, it will get watered down, all right. If it goes just masculine, 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 all right, it'll be like brute force, okay. So yeah, that'll be very specific, all right. The high priest is calling you to let maturity be your guide and not to enter into commitment beyond your capabilities at the time. You may well receive the influence or help of a man in authority, or woman, right? And can expect authority issues to figure strongly when this card appears. Guard what you believe in, but honor the wisdom of others and be humble in your dealings with the world. An elder or wise one knows that humility is essential for grace to be present. You may have experienced humbling situations. Pick yourself up and stand true to your higher purpose. Then reach for the stars, confident that you too have a reason to be here. On a high note, with wisdom, absolutely anything is possible. On the lower note, humility is highlighted. So act with humility, okay? You are being tested right now, okay? Your humility is being tested, all right? Yes, it's easy when you are on the higher note, okay, to be drifted away by abstract. Everything is so abstract, okay? And then on that lower note, okay, right, it's easy when you carry back this knowledge, okay, don't let it go to your head. Okay, you're given the knowledge so that you may plant the seeds. Anyway, there's the first half of the zodiac. Don't forget to hit that like button if you are interested in to book a private reading with me. It will be in the bio. I will link it in the comments, so on and so forth. I may get on later and do the the rest of the zodiac, okay? Or I may not, okay? I make no promises. Anyway, thank you for watching. Peace, love, and light.